Do you have a wooded lot with lots of rocks and roots? Have I got a trick for you? Stay tuned. Hey everybody, this is Laura with the North Raleigh Seed Library. I don't know about you, but my lot has lots of rocks and roots, and digging is next to impossible. So what I've done is mound, mound, mound. Thank you, Charlene Lowell, for teaching me this wonderful trick, and I've had tons of success. Well, there's two reasons. Well, the first one is in North Carolina, we have clay dirt. So if you think of clay like pottery, like a bowl, well, the water fills up and it's a long time before it can drain out. So if you take your plant and put it in just a little ways, halfway into this bowl of clay that you've dug, and then fill the remaining part sticking up out of the ground with dirt, you're going to have so much success. Well, the reason that I feel like I am qualified to do this video this morning is North Carolina in the Raleigh area has had a terrible summer with the drought, and now we're getting some rain that's coming in fast and furious, and there's some runoff, which I'm not complaining. So happy I'm not having to water. But I've had plants that I put in, like big shrubbery, back in the spring when the drought was really, really rough, and we were watering every day. Well, they've made it. They are, just living life, doing okay. So I thought I'd show you how to do this. If you want to try to put in big shrubbery or trees at your house and you deal with the same landscape issues. Let me show you first how to do it, and then I'll show you my success. Stay tuned. So every part of your gardener being is screaming right now, right? You're like, oh my God, it's never gonna make it. I know, but you want it to grow down and integrate into the dirt that's there and work itself around those roots and work itself around the rocks, and the dirt's gonna settle and it's gonna settle with it. Let me show you what I mean. Now keep it in mind, we've been under a severe drought for many, many months. I bought these shrubs and I planted them, and I want to show you what's going on here. So first of all, I bermed them up high because it's nothing but tree roots back here. And they've started to sink, which is great. And they had good dirt around them and the leaf mold all around them. And if you notice, I put some old logs that we had, and that holds the leaves in place. I had them covered with some existing leaves, but you know, we're getting ready to have fall here, and because we've got such heavy cover, tree cover, and our canopy is large, we'll have tons more leaves to go on top, so I'm not even going to worry about it. Then I had a little scrap piece of chicken wire, and I just laid the chicken wire down on top of it, knowing that the leaves are going to fall and it's just going to protect it from any runoff that we might have. Again, terrible drought. These guys, like everything else, have been struggling, but they made it on the berm because we are now into August. So if you look right here, let me show you. If you look right here, you're going to see a bunch of trash. Well, I figured, why not throw the stuff that didn't make it and the compost stuff along this fence line where nobody can see it, and let it turn into dirt. The leaves are going to fall, and it's just going to become the best dirt in a couple of years. The thing that's kind of funny, that everything was going great until this past month, and a couple of the little shrubs didn't make it, so I threw it in here. And I want you to know what is so funny to me. The ones that, if you remember, I painted green are still very green. So don't believe the paint can. It did kill my plants. So the earlier video I did about how to paint dead plants, well, it says you can paint live plants. I would be very careful about that. So here we go. Ready? I'm going to spin you around slowly because I'm getting all your comments. I go too fast. So I've got Elaeagnus here that, honestly, Elaeagnus you absolutely cannot kill. Most people can't stand it. It's like a runaway highway plant. But if you've got a really hard to plant area, like roots and rocks, what I'm talking about, Elaeagnus is your friend. If you plant it and you hedge it, you're going to have to stay behind it because it makes these little wispy things that you're going to need to cut off pretty frequently. But I'm telling you, it makes a green, evergreen hedge that you will not be able to destroy. And I want you to look down at the ground. All of this was bermed, just like I did in the video. And it's sunk, a little bit sticking up at the top. The leaves will cover that. Let's see if I can get in close and show you. A little bit sticking up. But for the most part, this plant is doing just fine. See, this plant sunk. I'm trying to get you to the roots here. Yep. And this plant, a little bit sticking up. But these guys have settled into their new home just fine. These are my plants. They're a little bit newer that I bermed. And I want you to see, all right, let's see if I can set it so you can see the angle. All right, so let me back up a little more. All right, there's a little bit of a slope there. Here's a bigger slope right here. I don't know if you can tell. Same thing's happening. It's above, see the ridge? It's above the line of the even ground, which is where that tree is. But they're settling in, and these guys are making it. I can't even believe it. They're making it, and even though the droughts made them a little worse for wear, they're going to be okay. So I've got my fence line going. Now, let me show you something else. I built another stick fence this past week, and it just connects my little gate. And then I have another plant that's going to be put in exactly the same way. Okay, so that gives you a plan. You got a wooded lot, and if you've got a rocky lot, you go out there and you tell that land, I got a plan and we're doing it my way. And go enjoy your new plants that are going to be bermed up, and have a great weekend. Fingers crossed. I know in North Carolina we're expecting rain on Sunday. That means I don't have to water these bad boys. See ya. Have you noticed that all my videos usually have dog butt in them? I don't know what it is, but every single time Mavis puts her butt into a picture.